Hi, meditation nerds. I'm glad you're here. So with all of the craziness happening, I wanted to do something to help us reorient and focus on some joy, because it's been a pretty horrific day. So, I went through Reddit. This is where I found the funny little bits that were going to be, sorry about the plane noise, the funny bits that we're going to be reading. This is meant to be elevating and joyous. It made me think of all of the the times I've meditated and things have gone differently than I had planned. And it was just nice to share it with others that had had a similar experience. So I thought we could do something fun to kind of bring in some joy as well, to remind us that joy is also part of the experience and to kind of reset, help us step back from all the madness. Again, sorry about the planes. I can't really do much about those though. So let me go ahead and so we're just gonna do side by side. I want to start with this one because I thought this was just wonderful. I've turned off the sound. I don't know if there's any music or anything, and I don't really want to do copyright stuff. And now it's not gonna work. Okay, hold on. Well, it's gonna be stuck. Is it my mouse? Nope, it's just struggling. Okay, give me a second. It played before I went on, so I'm not really sure. Okay, nope, that's not showing normal. Okay, well, this is part of it too. Okay, so we'll circle back to that and see if it will load at the end. I'm gonna laugh if none of these show up now. Apparently it was just for me to read and giggle to myself. I just thought they were wonderful, little meditation fails. There were a couple. Um, Obviously, there's farting in there. Someone said their dog's farting, which I thought was funny. It reminded me of a story someone told me about being in a meditation class, and or sorry, not a meditation class, a yoga class, and they were moving position and farted directly in their classmate's face. And I was like, yep, been there, and I'm so sorry. It was quite comical. Okay, let me see if I can. So maybe it's just the page itself. Mm-mm. Okay, let me try to reload it. Give me 1 second. Oh, it might be my internet. There was another funny comment about someone's mind being a circus. I don't want to misquote him. It was pretty funny. Yeah, so my mind is absolutely hilarious. Hilarious. Not sure where I was going with that one, but okay. I started meditating yesterday. This morning, I was doing the day 2 of the Headspace app. The instructor indicated we should be focusing on the breath. My mind would not shut up. Did you take out the trash? Did you pack your gym bag? The light is way too bright. After all of this, the instructor says something along the lines of, let your mind do what it wants. To which my brain responds, shit, I'm supposed to be meditating. Let's focus on breathing now. Literally busted out laughing. My mind is not just a clown, it is the whole circus. Learning to not take myself too seriously. I'm in New York finance, so I'm surrounded with people who do. It's not a good look. I just thought that was hilarious that my mind is not just a clown, it is the whole circus. And just, I relate to this so hard. How the thoughts and the questions just do, 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 do. Yeah, all you can really do at that point is laugh because it's kind of beautiful. When you just sit and look at it, I mean, some of the best laughs I've had has been when I've been meditating just because of the absurd things that will fly through my mind. And then when you're like, okay, yeah, now focus now. It's just hilarious. So I thought that was wonderful. Not just a clown, it's the whole circus. I just thought that was beautifully done. So I wanted to share that one. Hopefully you got a giggle or you thought of some thoughts that, that have just kind of come flying through your mind. Okay, let me close this tab and since it's the only one working. All right, I'm going to see if I can pull it up on a separate tab, make my laptop work as hard as possible. That's also part of it. See, even when you prepare, let's try this again. Oh, come on, Reddit. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me pause it. Don't go yet. Okay, so let me come back here. See if this one will work. Okay, fingers crossed it will work. And this is not meant to be disrespectful. I just found this hilariously comical. It made me think of how I side eye myself when I meditate or when a thought goes through my mind and I'm like, I feel like these are the visuals that accurately represent what is going on in my mind. No, it's not gonna work. Bummer. I thought it was so cute too. Very funny. Okay, well, something is going on. Yeah. Okay, so Brave is clearly struggling and does not want to work. Internet's still connected, so it's not that. I'm sure it has nothing to do with all of the tabs I have open. Couldn't possibly be that. Yeah. Okay, there it goes. That's me when meditation is over and I don't want to open my eyes. Acknowledgement and I'm done with you. Go. Aw. There's more, but it's frozen. So yeah, I feel like this is my meditation practice sometimes where it's a mess and it will not continue. Okay, let's see. Well, at least it did a little bit. Nope, there it goes. Okay. Move along. Go. I'm still meditating. This was my favorite. I feel like this is my mind when there's a weird thought eyeballing me like, are you serious right now? Really? This is what you're doing? That's what you thought of? That's where you went with it? Okay, and then there were some funnier stories down here. Um, I don't think it was this one. Let me see what I can find. Locking the front door. Yeah, I do that all the time for sure. This one kind of made me laugh and feel bad at the same time. My cat fell down the stairs. He was fine, but I couldn't stop laughing for 15 minutes. It always feels sad when this one I thought was great. So I was trying to introduce my fiance into meditation, and we started out with a guided meditation on Headspace while lying down. It started off well until a car alarm started going off for at least 5 minutes outside, extremely loudly. Instead of focusing on my meditation, I spent the entire duration of that trying desperately to hold back a laugh. Finally, the car ceased making noise. I remember thinking, thank God. And no, not more than maybe 10 seconds passed before the car alarm started going off again. At that point, I started laughing my ass off, and my fiance followed. So we decided to end the meditation there. I've been there so many times. And what finally broke through to me was I was meditating with one of the teachers or with one of my teachers, and we were doing a meditation where you spin your hands outward and away, right? And it's basically just your fingers are moving. It's not a whole lot of arm movement. It's just your pointer finger pointed up, you're pulling the other ones down, you're twirling outward. And she had started spinning the other way. And the look on her face, because I just happened to open my eyes when her face went, that's not right. And she opens them and spins them back. It was the funniest thing. And I just busted out laughing, and that's when I realized that laughter in meditation is perfectly fine and acceptable. And in fact, you should allow that to happen. That's what's needed. That's why it's coming up. And then there was one last one. All three of my cats decided it was time to start grooming themselves while sitting around me. I just think that's hilarious. Everybody's super calm, so that's time to bathe, I guess. Maybe that was it. This one kind of scared me. It was one of the first times I meditated with my husband. He prepared candles in the dark room evening and told me how to breathe and calm down. Then one of the candle holders out of glass on the top of the shelf burst and the glass flew across the room. It was kind of scary. Yeah, that's I don't think I've had anything like break and shatter, but I've definitely had stuff fall down, weird noises, like that would scare the crap out of me. This one I thought was funny because I've done this exact same thing. Debated whether I should get up to turn the water geyser on for the cook or not. Then thought, what is the point of meditation if it's not making me a more compassionate person? And then got up annoyed and turned it on anyway. I did the same thing, not to cook, but to I think it was water or something. I had forgotten something and I was just going to skip it. And so I got up so annoyed. And then when I sat back down, the annoyance lifted into laughter just because of how annoyed I got for getting up or having to get up. It was just that's what it made me think of when I did it. And just the annoyed look on my face. And then those were the only ones that I had read. I didn't scroll any farther down, but I just wanted to share some funny, relatable stories and then of course the Buddha one I just thought was fantastic. It just makes me think of how my mind looks when I'm meditating and weird thoughts follow, or when I start spiraling, and just that side eye with the last one is exactly how I feel my mind. Like I feel like I'm looking at my mind when it starts to spiral, like, really? Now you can't just calm down. So these were meant to be elevating and to bring us closer together, to show that all of us are out here doing our absolute best with meditation. And I love that we share these stories with each other, and just, all the different ways that things have gone wrong, and different aspects that we've all shared, or it reminds us of our own experience with meditation and just weirdness that has arisen during the meditation or distracted us and things of that nature. So I just wanted us to take a few moments to read some other experiences to remind us that we're doing it correctly. Now, I would also like to shout out that my definition of meditation is much broader than I think most people's. I see meditation as that which brings you into the present moment. So it doesn't exclude um, any of what I feel like gets excluded when it's defined in the more traditional sense. I think cooking can be meditative. I think walking can be meditative. I think coloring can be meditative, a form of meditation. It's, prayer. Yes, it's got a different name. If it brings you into the present, to me, that definitionally speaking is a form of meditation. So I just wanted to shout that out. And I just loved these stories with being how horrible today was. I wanted something to bring us together in a joyous, connective way, because there are a lot of things that are tearing us apart. So I wanted, excuse me, I wanted to bring something in to bring us back together. And joyous meditative meditation failures for me is one of the best ways to do that, because it is a shared connective tissue, right? We're all out here doing the very best that we can do. Maybe for next week's Life Raft, I will do some prayer fills and different perspectives on meditation, and the way that folks in those categories have missed the mark, so to speak. See if we can keep bringing more people together and showing how connected we actually are, that there's less that divides us, more that connects us than we realize. So just to bring this to a close, I'd like you to go ahead and just close your eyes for just a moment. It'll just be quick. I'm not doing anything crazy. Just close your eyes, inhale, exhale. Just take a moment to be grateful to be here. Even if you didn't necessarily get a laugh out, I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that you took some time out of your day to at least the madness we're getting into on the channel. I appreciate your presence. I'm glad that your presence is here. Just take a couple more breaths to be grateful for the breath. I'm grateful to be here with you. I'm grateful to be breathing. I'm grateful to be able to share all my nerd out moments and curiosities about meditation with all of you. I hope that you find something helpful within them. And feel free to shout out anything that you've noticed in your own life, any meditation fails you've had, anything funny that you want to share. And then to end, there was someone that on Seth Meyers, he does corrections for anyone who doesn't watch those, just kind of corrections of the week, their daily mistakes or weekly mistakes. And one of the comments was with watching corrections. And so in their parting comment, they said, "Thrive in my absence," which I just thought, I just think that is absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to use that here today. I hope all of you thrive in my absence, and I will see you next time.